I'll be brief. If you want to see all my cheerful writings, you can go to hr.org. Let me just make one observation, and that is we're at the second anniversary of the stimulus package that passed. So it's been 2 years, and the theory of the stimulus was the federal government, was the stimulus spending bill, was the federal government was going to take $1 from somebody who earned it, either through taxes or debt, and then hand it to somebody who was politically connected, and that this was going to create jobs and wealth. Okay? This is called Keynesian economics, and I went to college and they taught me that this actually works. But if you wonder why there are more people unemployed now than there were before we did this wonderful stimulus package, think of the theory. You have a lake, and on one side, Obama, Reid, and Pelosi each dip a bucket into the lake, fill their buckets. They walk around to the other side of the lake, and in front of MSNBC and Keith Olbermann, they pour the 3 buckets into the lake. And Keith Olbermann goes, "Oh my goodness, they're stimulating the lake to great depths." And you may laugh, but here's why it's going to work. Because we're going to do this 800 billion times. Now, this is their theory, okay? Their theory is that the lake has more water in it at the end of this process than the beginning. And the challenge is, it's not just that you took $1 from somebody who earned it and gave it to somebody who didn't, and the dollar's over here and it used to be over there. It has 2 additional effects other than moving the dollar from one place to the next. The guy who you took the $1 from realizes you might be back, and he or she alters their behavior because they don't like the dollars taken away. So they stop working on Saturday, or they retire early, or they do less of whatever they're doing, or they do it where you can't see them do it. And the guy you gave the $1 to goes, I mean, all I had to do was vote, and they give me stuff. I don't have to work. I don't have to take care of myself. This is great. So you've altered the reality that productive people have, which is, this is not a good idea. You get punished for this. And you say to people who don't want to work for a living, you don't have to. You just have to be my friend, because I'll go steal money from other people and give it to you. So it's not just the silliness that you can fill up a lake, you know, or you know, that you can fill up the lake by taking water from one side and putting it back in, but it's the damage that's done on both sides of that transaction. And that truth is true whether it's done by Washington, D.C., or by a state government, or by a local government. And that's the transparent fib that an awful lot of government is based on. And if we can see through that and make sure our neighbors and our children and our relatives see through that, we have a chance of turning things around. Thanks a lot.
Big hand for Grover Norquist, Americans for Tax Reform. ATR.org is the website.